Hey there, this is Mr. Grimm again, and I'm here in my home office during this time. And so I wanted to take a step back from my previous video. I know I ended with take the assessment, but I wanted to back up just a touch and discuss where I'm going with this. So I'll walk you through this, and then we'll get back to the assessment in just a minute. So a few things here. Our school has a mission statement, which I believe in and I've paid a lot of attention to, and I've appreciated our constant discussions about that. I also have a personal mission statement, and that came out of, again, the book that I referenced before, How to Make the Most of Your Workday. So a lot of this comes out of, a lot of what I'm telling you here comes out of that book and the health textbook to tie into the classes that I teach. For my personal mission statement, I think it's really key, especially in this time, to see if those are in agreement. I believe in the work that I'm doing, and so it makes it easier for me to put myself into the work that I'm doing. Whatever. This is not about me. It's just a little background. Okay, so one thing I wanted to discuss was coping during this time. And through my talks with my mentor, Dr. Shira, over the years, we talked a lot about the different styles of coping, and basically I've seen them boil down to three things. People avoid, people become emotional, and people go through a task analysis. And so I have a feeling that most likely you're going to be seeing these three things during this time, and you'll be going through some things that you want to avoid. Sometimes you might become emotional, and sometimes you just want to get stuff done. So you're probably going to be bouncing around in those, and that's totally fine. In my experience, that's how my brain works, and depending on what you have to do, you respond to each of those differently. Now, speaking of responding and response, that gets into the first assignment that I had for my health class. It has to do with stress, and you can kind of see my notes from the textbook over here. If you're wondering why it's all ripped apart like this, there's a video that shows me going through and doing that and the purpose behind it that I'm not going to go into right now. Okay, so that's going to get us into the Holmes scale and general adaptation syndrome, which the textbook talks about, but we're not doing that right at the moment. I'm still just going to walk through all of this. That brings us now to the life balance awareness assessment, and this is actually where I left off in my previous video. And after we go through this, we're going to go through mental and emotional strategies that we can use in order to stay grounded. And I have to be honest, the things that I'm walking you through here are to get you to be able to live in this space during this time, to live in the space of task analysis while you are also experiencing avoidance and emotional responses to the things that are going on. Let's see. So then that brings me down to my daily suggestions for how to do this. And again, this is the first of a series of videos that I'm going to have. But the next three components, one of the biggest strategies for mental health for me has been a mind dump, priority indicator, and an action plan. And going through this process daily and sometimes multiple times a day helps to handle information overload. And during this time, this is what I am anticipating most people are feeling, basically because that's what I have been feeling for the past few days. And so I have these strategies that I'm trying to employ. I'll be walking you through how to use this document, or basically these strategies, because not everybody has printers. And so I do have the form. I'll link it in the video that I post this to. Well, when I walk you through all of those things, I will post that document into that video. You know what I mean. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. Anyway, this is kind of where I'm going, and when we finish with this, then we'll be ready for some of the next steps. Okay, I will talk at you later.